Maraming mga property owners ang palaging nagtatanong sa atin, Carl, bakit ang daming requirements bago ibenta ang aming property? Hindi ba pwedeng i-post na lang muna natin and then asikasuhin na lang natin yan later on? That's a valid question. And today in this video, I want to explain clearly what these documents are, why they matter, and how they protect you. I remember I was handled a property where the buyers are ready, everything is prepared, documents are ready, literal pati funds ay okay na. And then suddenly, because of the missing pages in the title, is na-delay ang sale almost 6 months or inabot pa ata ng 1 year that time. So nakakahiya lang din sa part as a seller dito sa ating buyer. Siyempre yung abala, yung ininvest niyang oras, yung pinunta niya ditong, yung time na pinunta niya dito sa site, di ba? Yun yung nafe-feel ko tuwing naaalala ko yung scenario na nangyari sa akin yun. And that's the reason why I'm filming this video. And naalala ko noon, everything is prepared. The problem is not in the seller, it's not the price, it's not the buyer, but it's all about the lack of preparation. Kaya naman yun yung nag-push sa akin to create this video. Kaya naman let's talk about what are the first requirements we need to ready. The first thing we ask for is your copy of your land title. For house and lot, it is a TCT. For condominium, it's a CCT. The first 3 things that we check in your copy of your title is first, the name, if it's aligned sa IDs ninyo or dun sa title kung same. Second is yung lot area or other descriptions ng inyong property. And third, syempre yung annotations and encumbrances, which is may kita rin natin to sa inyong title. Why this matters? If the title has a problem, everything will be having a problem. Even the buyer will not proceed. Even the bank will not approve the funds if ever na ito ay iba-bank loan. So, sa title pa lang, makikita na natin kung magpuproceed ba yung transaction. Kung sa title pa lang is may problema na, sa mga susunod na kailangan nating requirements, everything will be having a problem. Carl, saan naman namin ito pwede makuha? So, pwede nyo po ito makuha sa Registry of Deeds. Pwede kayo mag-request ng Certified True Copy. So, nandun po yung exact copy ng inyong title na nasa RD. Or di kaya, if you have an owner's copy. Usually, yung mga owners na nagbebenta sa atin ng property, meron naman silang copy. Requirements number 2. This about the taxes. Tax declaration and a real property tax. And when we talk about taxes, we mean local property taxes. So, ito yung dalawang specific na tinutukoy ko. Tax declaration for land or building, and second, yung real property tax or RPT na ating binabayaran, usually annually dahil may discount yan sa munisipyo. And ito naman yung 3 reason bakit nire-require itong mga taxes na ito. Especially the RPT. Kapag hindi okay yung RPT or real property tax, hindi magpuproceed ang transfer of title. Second, if hindi nyo nababayaran itong inyong RPT or other taxes, it will have an interest or mag-add up in the future na may surprise you. And even the buyers, pwede silang ma-surprise na meron kayong unsettled payments. So since we are selling our property, the banks and the buyers will also require the proof of updated taxes. So Carl, saan naman namin ito pwedeng makuha para ma-prepare na namin in case na ibibenta namin ang aming property? So yung tax declaration, pwede nyo makuha sa City Assessor's Office, pwede nyo i-request yan. And yung RPT naman is pwede nyo bayaran, pwede nyo makuha sa ating City Treasurer's Office. Requirement number 3 is yung ating capital gains tax or CGT awareness. So ito hindi naman requirements, no? Pero itong part na to, sinasama namin sa process na dapat mapag-usapan natin siya as a property owners and as sellers. In this part, hindi naman siya literal na requirements, pero kasama siya sa process na ina-explain namin sa sellers or sa property owner what is capital gains tax. This is 6% of the higher between selling price, zonal value, and fair market value. And saan naman ito sinisettle, Car, yung 6% na CGT? Ito po ay binabayaran sa ating BIR. Pero may mga banks naman na accredited. Ang alam ko yung RCBC pwede rin. Pero ako, nagbabayad ako sa Land Bank kasi yun yung mas malapit sa office. So literal natatawid lang. And pinag-uusapan na natin agad ito as early as possible, lalo na kung ibebenta mo yung property because it affects first your net income. Kung magkano yung net profit mo dun sa property, maaaring ma-surprise ka na hindi mo siya naisama. no, nagugulat ka na may babayaran ka pa palang 6% taxes, which is, that's a very standard, no, yung CGT ay sagot ng ating property owner or sellers. And second reason, para ma-avoid natin yung mga surprises kapag dumating na yung ating right buyer sa ating property. Requirement number 4, syempre, inyong 2 valid government IDs. Kung kayo ay mag-asawa, syempre kayong parehas magbibigay ng IDs para ma-check talaga natin sa title kung tugma, and sa mga ibang documents din para ma-check natin ito. We check this because the name must match the documents, especially the title, and kinakailangan din natin itong 2 valid IDs ninyo for authority to sell or ATS, deed of sale, syempre kapag tayo ay may buyer na, and for notarizations. Nire-require din itong 2 valid IDs ninyo. So Carl, ano-ano naman yung mga IDs na masasuggest mo na pwede natin ibigay, and usually na ginagamit sa inyo ng mga property owner? So usually ang mga IDs na nakikita ko or nabibigay sa akin is yung passport nila, driver's license, UMID, and yung kung meron na kayong national ID, sana all, ako wala pa, national ID pwede rin po, no? And kung meron pa kayong IDs na government IDs na mas maganda kung hindi na-expire, mas okay. Requirement number 5, authority to sell or ATS. The ATS or the authority to sell give us a legal permission to sell your property. It protects you from unauthorized listings, pricing confusions, multiple agents misrepresenting your property. And where it can be done, Carl. So, pwede namin kayong tulungan, pwedeng yung brokerage, kami na mismo ang mag-prepare ng ATS. Pangalawa, it is signed by the owner, so dapat may pirma ninyo. And pangatlo, dapat ito ay notarized ng isang lawyer or a notary public. I remember when this part, guys, na walang ATS, it's protect us also, guys, kami mismo, kasi ang hirap din na mag-sell ka ng property. Usually may mga buyer na naghahanap ng ATS kung tama ba talaga na itong agent na to, itong seller na to yung kausapin para sa property na to. So ito yung isa sa mga requirements na magpapatunay na kami ay affiliated sa inyo or kami ay nagbebenta or authorized ninyo na nagbebenta nitong mismong property. It makes also the transaction smoother. And also, it protects the agreement between us kung magkano nga ba natin ito ibebenta, ano yung gusto nyong profit, di ba? And nandun din nakalagay usually ang ATS 6 months. Pero depende naman sa inyo. Meron naman kaming mga ATS na almost 1 year. So experience ko lang dito, guys. Gusto ko lang i-share. I remember may client ako na nabibili niya na yung property. Tapos verbal niya lang sinabi sa akin yung price. So, syempre, that's way before. Verbal niya lang sinabi sa akin yung price. And then, nung nagka-buyer ako, sinabi ko sa kanya yung price. Kinuwento ko, ito yung price, ito. Nung pumayag siya, dinala ko niya si buyer para ready na makipag-meet kay seller. Nung on that day, tumawag si seller. Sabi niya, gusto niya na daw pala ganitong presyo. So, it protects on that situation also. So, nangyari, nasira ako dun sa buyer, so sayang lang, and syempre, hindi ko na rin binalikan yung seller. Kasi if sa ganun transaction, medyo magulo siya or medyo hindi siya sure, then nakakaya din i-alok. And syempre, nakakaya din sa part namin dun sa buyer na inabala namin and sa sinabi naming price sa kanya. No? Lumalabas. Ang nangyari, nagmumukhang hindi totoo yung sinabi namin, which is, we all really know na totoo naman. So, it protects that, guys. Itong ATS na to, napakahalaga. Requirement number 6, malamang narinig nyo na to, SPA or Special Power of Attorney. If the owner is abroad or unavailable, we need a SPA or Special Power of Attorney. It allows someone else like your family members or your broker, pwede rin po kami ang maging SPA to sign the documents, coordinate with the buyers, and syempre, avoid delays. Syempre, wala kayo dito para mag-transact personally. SPA will help you or will help us the transaction to make it more smoother even though na wala kayo dito physically. So Carl, saan naman namin ito pwedeng gawin or asikasuhin? If local, guys, dito kayo sa Pilipinas, pwedeng notarized by any notary public, or pangalawa, pwedeng bring the original notarized SPA when filing with the Registry of Deeds, BIR, or other government offices. If you're from abroad naman, OFWs or overseas owners, first is Philippine Embassy or Consulate. Bring your Philippine passport or government-issued ID. Bring a copy of the owner's valid ID. And second, notarization and authentication. Pwede nyo itong gawin. The embassy will notarize the SPA. Some countries require apostille authentication. So, always remember that, guys. Third is, you can send the original SPA to the Philippines. The Registry of Deeds often requires original notarized documents. So, isa sa mga transaction ko na maalala ko about SPA is yung lote dito malapit sa ating clubhouse kay Ma'am Trinidad. Hello, Ma'am Trinidad. Siya yung gina-round break namin na nasa YouTube ko rin naka-upload. Yung pag-ground break na yun yung first time na nagkita kami personal ni Ma'am Trinidad doon sa mismong groundbreaking na agad ng lote niya. Pero, sabi ko nga, first time lang namin nakita, imagine. So, from the YouTube, nung pinanood niya yung lote, yung transaction online, nag-reserve din siya online, nag-down payment siya online. Actually, ang payment niya dito is cash. So, isa sa mga challenges namin nun since nasa abroad siya is yung payment, no? Kailangan may certain amount lang, which is all in all, na lagpasan naman namin lahat, okay na. So, groundbreaking na literal. So, if may SPA kayo, kagaya ng client ko na yon kay Ma'am Trinidad, dun sa corner lot niya na yon, naging smooth lang. Pag uwi ng buyer, sobrang okay. And ikaw naman as a seller, kahit wala ka dito, pwede kang magkaroon ng transaction ng ganong ka-smooth kung meron kang SPA or kung kumpleto lahat ng inyong documents. So, yun yung mga best example ng SPA na nakatulong talaga sa akin, natandang-tanda ko, dito sa aking career sa pagbenta, especially dito sa Solen Residences, kung nasan tayo ngayon. So, here's the truth. These requirements are not an obstacles. They are your protection. They protect your time, they protect your price, and syempre, they protect your property. At the end of the day, it's not about listing fast. It's about listing correctly. And that is why we do things properly from the start. And if you are a property owner thinking of selling but unsure where to start, that's okay. Maybe this video helped you. I hope it's helped you. But if you have a question in mind, don't hesitate to call us on the numbers flashed on the screen. It is 639-6960-20739. Again, it is 639-6960-20739. It has a Viber, WhatsApp, and iMessage para sa ating mga kababayan working abroad. And that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you learned a lot in this video. And Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for watching and see you on my next one.